and Soul left at the end of that fight. Now, those two did rack in quite a few points, a few salvage points for their team. Now Lou under pressure, Batulin's, oh, they had no idea. They should have known he was in here, but Loki quick for the trade at least.
They knew he was in there. That was a run out for sure to try and bait out the peak, and Loki was there for the follow-up. Really good team play, knowing with how to activate yourself in a 2 versus 1 advantage. The rest of Twisted Minds, they are scrambling to the wins and take it very, very low. Spyro also goes down. So Twisted Minds, a team that needs to have a good game to put themselves up with the top dogs here.
Right now, this fight doesn't seem to be really heating up just yet. I don't think either team really wants to commit to this. I mean, these are two teams, you know, literally our top two teams.
Yeah, both of them in a 1-3, almost in like a yin-yang sort of arrangement here, alignment here. Uba for Na'Vi and Mime for Soniqs, sort of trying to get those first initial knocks, but it's still utility coming out from both sides. Took-His frag grenade, not really. Oh, okay, maybe he tended to go exactly that direction, playing some billiards with his frags. Uba is forced to prone back down and heal, and that is going to be that ridge flank angle no longer held by Na'Vi. We'll see if Soniqs wants to move off the back of it, or if they still just don't feel comfortable because of Cerberus and Daytrade. But here comes PO. Here comes PO.
This is the absolute most PO thing I've ever seen.
Yep.
This is what I love about the guy. He has just no fear on his own to go and watch other teams duke it out. Now he's got to be careful about Daytrade and Cerberus, although they're actually, Cerberus is going to get a knock on Alia, so Alia's been out in the open a bit too long here. Hymas able to find the angle finally. Some smokes are coming down.
Look at phase number 3. It's going to stay pretty split with the river there, but we know where the next circle is going to go. Swing down to the south in between Georgia Pole and Georgia Pole Mountain, which sort of, I would say, means that Soniqs and Na'Vi need to leave, but I don't know how they can do that safely. Danawa now coming in from the north side, trying to separate from Luminosity, but yeah, trying to leave, they have to go for the fight here. Example does get the knock onto Shrimzy.
Yeah, Shrimzy trying to push with that shotgun initially. Tickleton is going to be good for one. The Molly's going to send him back momentarily, but he's got enough space to re-push this angle. Now going to be watching briefly, expecting a player to be in there. Maybe going to be able to stick this res. Uba on the flank. Mime, is he going to be aware of this? No, he's not. But H-Win gets him anyway. What a turd from H-Win. That could completely change the dynamic of this fight.
Uba was going to be the win condition for Na'Vi here and just completely destroyed, not able to get the knock when he should have. And it is all onto Example. Soniqs are staying up with all 4 remaining. So this is a slow fight for them to take, but they are winning it decisively.
That is unbelievable from H-Win. To outduel one of the best players in the world when he's got you on the back foot like that. Absolutely disgusting. Now they're going to try to push this angle. Example, low on health. Did he walk into that molly? He did. He's done. And Soniqs are going to win the battle.
With enough time for them to rotate, they don't need to waste time reviving each other anymore. And now this fight, Daytrade pushing up into Cerberus. Cerberus are winning this, but this could be a potential angle for Soniqs to now approach and backfill with the weakened 2 teams on this hillside.
Danawa did get destroyed. They're out of the lobby. Belmoth with a hell of a spray up the hill. It's actually Tiggleton who's going to find the knock with the SKS, though, onto him. Nuren's flushed by Isaki, so Puchil's all on his own. Trying to get a spray. He does. He finds the head. Can he find the point? Yes, he can. He's at least got that going for him, but he's not going to get any further. Pent up from STK is going to claim this point.
Down to the south, which means that both these teams can commit to this fight without having to rotate too much. A good knock, an immediate follow-up grenade is going to get Mime removed, but Shrimzy with the trade.
Cerberus 5 kills in this round, but only Duckmai and Hisaki are in the unknocked status. Well, they are trying to keep Soniqs off their backs. Duckmai trying to stick the heel. Looks like he should be good for it, I believe. Hisaki has to go nuts. He's got one. Can he find any more? H-Win has been phenomenal this round so far, but Tiggleton's down. Duckmai springs into action. It is just H-Win left right now, trying to come up and over. He's got one. Can he find the last member? The point is good, but now he's getting shot in the back by DG98, and it's going to be Pio who claims the final member of the Soniqs of Tianba here. I'd love to see LG find a timing on a third party from the containers. Let's see if they can do it. Xiao has got a Mark 14 to make matters worse for everybody here on this eastern edge.
Those vehicles get close to going up in flames, but Xiao and Xiao both with knocks and kills onto Tianba. So that approach getting punished heavily. It's only 77 remaining. Frag grenades out to try and alleviate some space from 4 a.m. And here comes the push from Luminosity.
All right, Luminosity going to be sending it towards the back lines of 17. Potentially, no, they're going to turn direction. Maybe see if they can take that space that Tianba just had, but that's super dangerous. Into the 4 a.m. territory, maybe a grenade is going to soften up 4 a.m. Relo's got the kill there, even though he gets knocked in the process, and that is going to be 4 a.m. down. Luminosity has this position, but for how long? STK has to go through the last member of GHIBLI here, and it's the superstar Heaven trying to barricade. Not sure if he's got a shotgun this time around. No, it looks like the barrel is going to be his up close and personal gun of choice. Trying to watch for Kirk coming around, and he's got him. That's one down. Still a lot of work to do here for Heaven.
Underhanded frag grenade to try and confirm that kill. But yep, topside peek. Vegas swinging up over, and Heaven is still able to stay alive. How is he doing this? How is he making this work?
He's insane. He's absolutely insane. What a turn. Thinking about the res on Tosi, maybe just delaying that bleed out a little bit longer. In the meantime, Gen.G is scuffling with CERBERUS. Foxy gets a knock. He's got Hisaki coming up and over, but Hisaki so fast, taming there for the trade. It is just Himas left now, trying to outduel Pio up above him. Pio thinks about trying to push the angle, but is not going to commit.
Oh, GG go down. ACEND dealing damage to SCK as well. And when is Pio going to finally make this peek? Spots him! But Himas has been waiting this entire time.
Oh, Himas was just completely ready for it. And Gen.G here is in tatters. Just taming left, I believe, for them. ACEND now is their turn to try to make a break.
That was such a good flash grenade. He had Tosi dead to rights, but the timing favors GHIBLI here, and they're going to continue to push. With the blue at their back, they have no other direction to go. And, I mean, Gen.G, they're staying alive. They're playing their life. That's exactly what they need to do, but with the re-peek, it's going to be another knock.
Tosi's just a little bit better right now. Is he going to get famous? He is! Tosi takes Gen.G down. What a play from GHIBLI. Here we go. Third eye now. Going to try the smoke wall that you were just mentioning, and then maybe try to drive the UAS through it. I'm not so sure that UAS does not have good tires, and they're taking damage already.
Loco's trying to get the last bits of damage under the tire through that window. But yeah, Adam's gonna get the dossier. Everyone's loading on in. Vox is going up first on foot to make it to that rock. It's just crossing.
Are they gonna be able to get the speed to break the fence? Oh my God.
It was close. I've actually never considered that, but yeah, you do need to have at least a little bit of momentum behind you.
It just struck me. I'm like, oh, this might not go fast enough. But Lil Ghost, I think, is in grenade range of this rock. Just came up short, though. I thought maybe he could get it there. Brex is going to find Apocalypse and take him down. Here come the grenades. They're huge. Xiaobei gets one. Here comes some more. Third Eye is down to their last player, and they are gone. Xiaobei is going to clean up Third Eye.
Man, I mean, Third Eye, that was the only option that they had, and they really should have expected this result. 17 was such a good spread, and the range for frag grenades, but now ACEND versus 17 fighting for first. 3 versus 4.
Should be an exciting one here. A couple crates out there. I think 17 might have been able to load up with a little bit more level 3 gear here from Lil Ghost position. We'll see. Suju, Xiaobei, and Xiao Didi gonna play the frontline position. Out on the flank is Lil Ghost. ACEND pretty evenly spread with their 3-man formation.
It's all about if Brex or Killer Kai can get that initial knock, but at this point, they're just waiting to see what Phase 8 goes. Which direction does it favor? Does it swing towards the north and just eliminate all cover? No, it's going to be a heavy 17 favor, so stars are aligning. 17 are looking for their win of the first round of the day, but what can ACEND do to try and break on through?
17 looking shaky throughout this tournament, but what a time to catch fire here in the grand finals.
Yeah.
12 kills. I mean, Erangel has always been their map where they seem to put up these huge wins with tons of kills. Let's see if ACEND has anything to say about it. Brex and Kilyakai trying to watch the flanks, but they have work to do.
I'm loving Xiao Didi's flank onto the north side, trying to find that initial angle. Mika, though, ready with the underhand, but yeah, Xiao Didi's going to find the first onto Brex.
Yeah, Brex was not ready for it. It's a really good position. Now they're going to double stack it with Lil Ghost up there. Some grenades to try to go for the flush. Kilyakai, desperate send in towards the front lines here of 17. Suju there. He's got a Groza. If he can get a little bit closer, he could really make it sing. He's the last one alive now for ACEND. Forget it. 17 Gaming is going to take a 15-kill chicken dinner to start the day.
Luminosity is already on the rotate, coming in, trying to wrap around north side of Los Leones with Gen.G, but Soniqs now at the bridge camp. CERBERUS just cannot catch a break.
Mime here is going to get some help from Tiggleton and HWin. CERBERUS down to their last player, Hibas. He has to peel off this rotation and now play salvage. The rest of his team is down and out. Can Tiggleton find another one to connect? No. This is just a disastrous game for CERBERUS. Meanwhile, Danawa has one down. They have put a 2-2 split across this ditch that HOWL is trying to drive through.
HOWL are breaking away from Danawa, but it's Twisted Minds with more angles onto that skill field down to half HP. These shots from Batulin almost getting another, and Lou as well. Just trying to line those final bullets. But oh, Danawa, they want another crack at it with the grenades. Loki, that's a smoke.
Loki, please switch it up. Some spray now from Soul. The follow-up with the grenade does some damage, but the M4 rings true. More grenades begin to come in here. Twisted Minds doesn't want to let Danawa take these points. The volley is coming down. Schofield knocked here by Lou. The Mad prone, trying to hold on for dear life at these hills, yeah, underneath. But then you got Third Eye to worry about, or Pio's just going to send it. Where is Pio going?
He's rolling around, and it's actually going to be bait to allow DG98 to get the knock into Batulin. And now Pio pops out, tries to get some damage onto the roof. And again, the just drive-bys are dealing so much more damage than you ever would have expected.
This is an insane move from Gen.G. Taming gonna get one, looking for Lou out the door. Can't find the follow-up with the pump. Puts a shot there, expecting the repeat, did not come through. And now it is just Lou left for Twisted Minds. The struggles continue in the early game for them. Taming chasing hot on his heels, and he's got him down and out. Taming with 2 kills, 4 for Gen.G.
Yeah, they've leveled up their game for sure. Mime does get knocked for Longsker, so the damage is there for Tianba to try and open things up. H-Twin is just ready, prone down up close. The grenades aren't exactly hitting either Mime for the flush or for the secondary knock.
You can see Tianba is fishing for the flush on a Mime, but Mime able to get behind the shack enough. Tiggleton now drifting in that direction. Shrimsy as well, bodyguarding Mime here by this shack, hoping to go for this res if they can.
And now Navi's approach is actually looking like a bigger threat for Tianba. We'll see exactly how this one decides to explode. Example opens up onto Linshu. That's going to be first knock and an immediate flush. So Tianba, they're suddenly the ones pinched. I don't know if it would be considered at all. He's even just holding out in the blue, trolling out in the blue zone. And there it is. He's going to pounce right when Longsker least expects it.
Beautiful patience from Uba, and that is going to give Navi some breathing room. Now 7-7 trying to play salvage here, trying to punish the player in the blue, seeing if he can get down there to get the job done. But now he's under fire from the westerly direction. Example has him down. Tianba eliminated. What a masterful sweep maneuver from Navi.
Position for Danawa, but now the push from Navi onto Soniqs. Grenades coming out from both sides of things. Soniqs were able to separate themselves to set up a little bit of a crossfire, but initial damage does force H-Win and Shrimsy away.
Yeah, now the tempo in Navi's favor. And now the stuns are coming out. They know it. The knock on to Shrimsy with the grenade. Here comes the utility barrage from Navi. Tons of stuns are pushing this space so they can take this next hill and get a better position to bear down on top of the Soniqs. But GHIBLI may have a part to play in this.
Exactly. That's what Soniqs are trying to bank on. Shrimsy still can't get revived, and Amali at his feet. Shrimsy is going to get confirmed. This is now a man advantage for Navi. But that utility might be running out, and watch for Mime's flank.
Mime with a beautiful maneuver here. Might be able to get him on the side, but it's actually Heaven who finds a knock onto Mel. So all of a sudden here, Navi in scramble mode. Soniqs wants to finish this fight. A molly from Mime trying to find some more damage, but it's Heaven and Gumin who are absolutely just destroying this fight between these two teams. They are a thorn in the side for sure, but Uba, an example, springing to life. It is a return fire here, but GHIBLI gets the lion's share of Navi.
Tiggleton able to stay alive just barely, and he can maybe get the revive onto H-Win, but how much further he can go is a big question, because GHIBLI know that there are more victims remaining here in the southeast side. They are... they're just shooting at anyone and everyone. They're not favoring any team over another. The revive does come through, but the blue is closing in, and frags as well.
Tiggleton and H-Win trying to do what they can. H-Win going for the heal, is able to get it. Tiggleton gonna have to go absolutely massive on that front line, but there is not a lot of space. Might have even saw the grenade in the hand of Tosi. Molly's out there as well, as Tosi did find H-Win. Now just Tiggleton left for the Sonic, trying to do what he can to stay alive, trying to salvage this situation, but nowhere left to run, nowhere left to hide. The Mollies as well send him packing into the blue, proning down. GHIBLI trying to hunt him down. It's just gonna be the Molly that finishes the job.
6 goals for them, and here on the north side, 4AM trying to send it onto Luminosity. Sankers, the only one standing, gonna go down to 4A. No, 4AM are the ones eliminated. I lied about this. Sankers is stabilizing, but here comes 17. They also have eyes onto this position.
So Xiaobei able to find enough of an angle onto Danawa. They lost track of him for just long enough where he's able to punish them. GHIBLI now, the threat of this team is so scary, and Heaven with a shotgun, we've seen it time and time again, is just disgusting. Trying to isolate Vegas here. Vegas, though, holding it down, but Gumin there to finish the job.
Here, Ascend and Howl eyeing each other up. Grenade does come out. Mika can't quite get that first knock, but Chris up close and personal. Will they expect the man in the toll booth?
EU versus EU action here. Schofield trying to out-rat the master. It's Chris. Soul is going to deal the death blow to Luminosity Gaming. On the other end of things, Schofield here still in there. Mollies are down, but they do not reach the top of that dance. They know he's up there. They've got him knocked. So the sneaky position does not pay off for HOWL. Now the next obstacle, the Mad, prone down in front of them. I don't think they saw him, but he wasn't ready. Brex is able to react in time. Yet another flush.
And Daytrade, the reason why they didn't third party is because they knew GHIBLI going to be wrapping up behind them and they wanted to focus on this fight. They had to focus on this fight, and GHIBLI now pounce. Utility comes out. No, not just yet, but Glass finally opens up on Endurance.
Yeah, Glass with a good opener, takes a lot of damage in return. Heaven is just a master right now. 4 kills already, switches over to the sawed-off. He is not afraid of anything. Up and over, gets one, looking for the finish. He's got it. GHIBLI takes down HOWL.
While Apocalypse also went out in 5th, but Chris out in the blue, potentially unexpected by Danawa.
He is the master of doing these plays. He's got 1, he's got 2. Finally, Salute is able to deal with him. Danawa not aware that it's Chris. Loves to rat in the blue.
Picking up his teammates to try and revive them elsewhere, and Soniqs holding point on the east side, but Heaven still gets knocked, Heaven still gets damaged, and Glass considering the cross on the north side. But now it's suddenly quiet, just for a brief moment. But GHIBLI aren't going to let it remain that way. They send a vehicle in to try and really jockey for even more control of that central position. They want to keep Danawa separated and isolated from each other, and that allows Kilyakai the opportunity to get even more damage onto them.
Now, level 3 gear as well for Kilyakai, making life difficult for Loki. A stun, knowing that Danawa wants to reaggress off this angle. Soul is going to have to go absolutely massive, and Onyx still on the other side of the road, locking it down. I saw like 5 mollies in Loki's bag. So not much in the way of frags, but potentially some space clearing utility. Soul's good for 1 before he's traded out right away by who else but Heaven.
A single knock goes between the other two teams, and GHIBLI are capitalizing on it, just trying to find new angles, making sure that no one can stay safe or even feel safe at all. But Kilyakai is not giving up without a fight. He will not go quiet into the night.
You love to see it. Kilyakai, though, going to get spotted on the edge by Heaven, and it's over. GHIBLI is going to do it. A massive 17-kill chicken dinner.
You're just gonna die. I love this Brax go pushing out. He was quiet in that combo for a long time and finds the double off of this too. Tianba never went uphill to clear. They found Kilyakai close, thought he's gonna be solo. We called them in a split. Nah, Brax was there all along.
This is what I'm talking about. Expect the unexpected. Daytrade's good. Oh, right on top of Mika is Poo Chills. He's got 1. Can he find more? That's 2. He's gonna run out of 1. He's got 3. What a spray from Mika. Throws the grenade right in the middle of him to finish the job even. Unbelievable. He's going to go down to his own grenade. You've got to be kidding.
He got too eager. He got too excited. You know what, Mika? You got him. Kudos to you. A little too excited up for that nade there, but what a spray. What a transfer to confirm the 3. We're here on the other. Safe to say that anything you want to claim at this point in this circle, you have to fight for. And speaking of fighting for, here comes Third Eye. 1 down, 2 down. Vox fights the 3rd. And now Summer takes out Adam. It's just Vox left alive. And as I say that, HOWL peeks on over. Quick, clean sweep from 4AM. The only way they could do it too.
Here comes Navi trying to make a maneuver off the back of all this chaos. Schofield is going to get the knock on to Summer. Melt pushing in. Around the corner is Example and Alia, but they're taking damage in the back. I think that's LG shooting them. Navi is falling apart, and they are just gone.
And this is huge. I mean, it all comes off of the fight with 4AM. They were able to take out Third Eye so fast that they could reset for the fight against HOWL. Now LG comes in, but they didn't push fast enough. Instead, they can turn around, take the fight to Navi, and now third party up here on the northeastern side. But look at Gen.G on your minimap there as well. They're slowly creeping over towards this east side, hearing all the commotion over by the church.
Yeah, some big grenades there from Urin, but he's going to go down to the blue. Schofield alone for HOWL now, but we've seen them profit from these situations before. He's going to get the flush on to Summer, looking to try to maneuver over towards the remainder for him. They just got the res. He just guesses. He finally finds Xiao Hai trying to stick the res onto Crazy in the middle of the smoke. Schofield has to go for the heal.
Schofield just pushing straight into 4AM. Smoke 0 cast in his life. Xiao Hai, though, spots him in the midst of the smoke. They're able to take him out. The rest those come through into Summer as well. So 7 kills now for 4AM, but they are in trouble. Sandwiched between Luminosity and Gen.G. They have to commit to this fight. They have to deal with 4AM before they can go anything. And I think that's the call coming through from Cake. He turns around, he joins the fight. Flood finds 1, Xiao Hai down.
Crazy going to try to do what he can to salvage some more points. Already 7 kills though for 4AM. A pretty solid game, and Crazy's doing a good job here. Yet another onto Flood, goes right for the flush. Crazy now trying to keep that hill between him and LG and Gen.G. Kickstart Snakers up on the top now. Going to go for the vehicle this fight. They don't feel like they can get much more out of it.
Yeah, smart play by Grace to try and wrap underneath, knowing that Gen.G would suppress for him if need be. Spots one now, but look at this. Luminosity straight into GHIBLI territory as they find the double. Crazy able to stay alive. Not in placement points just yet, but now aware that he has Glass and Toast just in front of him.
PO, though, is going to punish GHIBLI for that maneuver. PO there trying to end their round. He's going to get crazy as well.
As America on America action on full. Soniqs versus SDK.
All right, the opening knock from HWin on to Kurt. Penta and Vegas now turning their attention back towards the Soniqs and maneuvering to try to keep their captain alive. But no, Tiggleton isn't having any of it. He gets the knock. HWin trying to push the hill. He can't get the drop shot, but the rest of his team is there to finish the job. Soniqs with 5 kills.
Again, crucial that they get this done with as fast as they do. You have the likes of Twisted Minds who are still sat in the compound down below. They could have tried to push up and get an angle, but they're not opting to go anywhere. Soniqs got plenty of room to work with off of that elimination there. GHIBLI, 4, not a whole lot more Glass could do, out in 7th.
Meanwhile, Soul and Anonix are trying to finish 17. A little Ghost is just ready for him out in the open with the grenade, and he is down and out. Soul's grenade did find Xiao though. He will get cleaned up by PO. Danawa gone, 17 Gaming gone, Gen.G sitting on this eastern side.
Yep.
Oh, Danawa's not gone. I take it back. Anonix still alive. Oh my god, hold the phone. Hold the phone. He got one.
Got Molly potentially to flush. PO, former teammate as well. We'll see if he can succeed in a 1v3 now against Gen.G. It would be much to ask for, but we did see yesterday that Danawa 2v4 Gen.G, so maybe, who knows, Anonix can find 3 of his own. And that should be Gen.G worried now and having to look the other way. Issue for Anonix is Cerberus, as you said, pushed on forward. And there's nowhere Anonix can hide from this now. No,
yeah, there it is. Finally, Himas is able to find that spray, but Twisted Minds now getting up close and personal with Gen.G. Gen.G here is given a little bit of space, but Himas is making him pay. He is coming from the backside. Gen.G has to recover. PO's down from Haisaki. Cerberus is doing a great job of sweeping these edges, wiping these Korean teams out.
But they're not clearing it fast enough because Soniqs are wrapping in behind it. Here comes Perfect. It's over on one side, able to take out Taemin, helping out a bit on the side of Cerberus, but really the victor in all of this is going to be Soniqs. They're able to take so much space off of this as Gen.G falls.
Up front, still pretty far away. Himas is still popping. Himas is keeping Cerberus alive. They've got a res now. Haisaki back up and running. Oh, Himas now down out in the road. A spin from Lou. Gonna run out of bullets and have to change direction. Shrimzy finally shows up to the party and takes Haisaki down.
Yep. Twisted Minds down to 3 with Perfectix. Still knocked. They want to fight Tygon. Oh, I think Batulin's caught a glimpse of him. Yeah, Tygon barely on his feet before he takes out one. The kill will come through in the end, though, onto Cerberus, so they will fall now. 2v3. Soniqs not quite close enough to get damage in. Flashbangs being lopped on forward, but no lethal utility. I think they spent the most of it on the fight against STK.
But this bot, enough time for 1 res for Twisted Minds, not 2. So Soniqs love what they're doing here. They gotta push Twisted Minds. They gotta prevent them from getting Batulins back up and running. Twisted Minds, everything in the kitchen sink here to try to make sure that they can get the res onto their IGL and get themselves in that 4v3 favor. Put some shots into each other, see if they can find that knock into Lou. HWin has to prone down. He's got some frags as well. Gonna let loose with the first. It's bouncing in towards Perfectix. He's gonna take some damage, but not knocked because of the prone.
Yep, 5 nades for HWin. You gotta start lobbing them forward. You already have, I mean, you've kept Tickleton up high. He can't cover down here at all, but he can make sure they can't go back the other direction. So force those nades through. Issue is right now with this position they're currently in. Twisted Minds kind of has the dot over Soniqs. Now, there is still a minute's time until this will become relevant in terms of blue circle damage, but HWin has to try and play contain as best as he can as Twisted Minds continue the sweep around.
Yeah, he's going to need some cover fire from the high ground from Tiggleton and Shrimzy. He's got 1 more grenade, but while he's going for it, he is knocked down. Shrimzy is down as well. Only 1 player stands, and it is the Soniqs Tiggleton. A 1v4 is facing the superstar from the Soniqs, but Spiro is ready for him. He has to reaggress. He has to change angles. And the Twisted Minds are not going to let him go anywhere. They are W-keying forward. The pan is out for Spiro. He's going to throw it just in case Tiggleton's behind the tree, and they're going to spot him. They're going to take him down. Twisted Minds will come through with an 8-kill chicken dinner. I think he saw him. Yeah, Tiggleton was ready, so I'm pretty sure HWin saw him, and HWin, yeah, stabs him in the back. That's 2 quick kills for the Soniqs. STK falling apart to their America's counterparts. And Penta and Purdy trying to wrap around the side, and Tiggleton's having none of it. Mime as well is going to get a knock on a Kurt. Penta on a sliver of health, trying to do something in this fight.
I mean, people say that PUBG is a game of seconds. This was a fight of milliseconds. Had Vegas gotten the first shot over there, had he been the one to find the peak, this could just as easily have been SDK instantly wiping out. As we pan back down, Tycon wanting to get in, but you can see actually Dogma now running down the mountain from the other side. It's not really an easy angle of approach. I don't think Tycon gets a chance to rest. You'd have to expect that Soniqs goes for the kill.
If that was an intentional bounce from Tycon, that was brilliant.
Yep.
He got a ton of damage in there, and I have to assume it is. I don't know if he's trying to get that up in the window or not, but hard to tell from our perspective there as the smokes begin to come down. Tycon, a lot of work to do, but still a sawed off that dangerous shotgun sitting in the back pocket. Hemas now crawling in to try to be res. Snakers, does he know Duckmai is coming?
Exactly. He managed to run down the entire open face of the hilltop. You can see Snakers is currently repositioning himself. He knows exactly where Duckmai is. Issue for Duckmai, he has no clue that he's about to get ambushed by Snakers. As I say that, he's not looking in his direction. Now he spots him, finds him. Easy peasy, double headshot confirmed.
Here comes 4AM though. They want a third party this fight. It's been going on for quite some time. And as is tradition in PUBG, oh, maybe they're going to drive around.
I think they're going to wrap, yeah, exactly. The issue is, where do they wrap from here? Maybe backfill GHIBLI towards the east just to have a scouting position?
I think they're going to split here.
Yeah, I mean, sit far north side, wait for something else to pop off here. Maybe a kill going the way of Cerberus as well could be their entry to the junkyard proper, but I think they're going to sit in the valley, at least for now, while we take our eyes back towards this 3v2 with Snakers still outside.
Honestly, I thought they had a decent chance here as Kickstart gets Tycon down. Hemas is gone as well. Yeah, the grenades are out. The knock is in. A ton of damage done from the grenade.
There's more.
Lou, here they come. It's the barrage from Danawa, completely pinned down as Twisted Minds, and they are gone. Flash gets the last one, but Soul claims 3. Pretty easy sledding in a way for the Sonics, especially if they're getting knocks. Now Daytrade gonna crash Danawa. Foxy and DG, grenades at the ready. Grenades or mollies in response there. Foxy out in the open, trying to find the angle. And Onyx is going to get Nurens on the backside.
I love this pushover from Danawa. They saw the vehicle come down. They know that Gen.G sat on the other side, and they set themselves up for a perfect third-party opportunity. Danawa not allowing for any knocks to come through of them has perfectly set them up for this push to come through.
This is huge for Danawa. If they can clear this space, they have a pretty easy fight potentially against Gen.G. Chill's on his knees. Only one player left for Daytrade. Gen.G's Foxy trying to keep Danawa off their backs. The Onyx pushing space, has to settle up to heal in the smoke.
Pretty much the entire circle is fighting right now. All the edges are on fire. The volume in the venue rose by 200% as all these rotations started coming through because the comms are being fed across the board as much as they can. Gen.G, just Foxy and DG left alive to try and fend off. This is not going to be easy. First one already down.
Yeah, and the grenades and the finish is there. Gen.G done and dusted. Danawa now looking to continue their reign of destruction, but Belmoth remains that thorn in the side from Daytrade. The sole survivor ran out of bullets. He's almost out of bullets in this Mark 12. So he got 14 left. I'm not sure if he has another gun floating around there up there or not. Now the grenades from Na'Vi as they are pushed across the street once again, trying to see if they can do some damage.
Again, still 11 teams up, and Danawa already closing up on the double-digit kills.
Yep.
Huge game for them so far, even if they fall here. Nice turnaround, nice to get some good kills into this one, coming in to the last couple of kills of the day, or last couple of games of the day.
Yeah, 4AM has to deal with LG up in front of them, but they're getting knocked from behind by ACEND. Shrimzy paying ACEND in kind, getting a knock onto them. Kickstart there, if he can just get a little bit higher, should be able to find it. Oh, right away, the grenade with the follow-up from Xiaohai gets 3 of LG. This is crazy. It's just Relo left. He's done. He's cooked. Xiaohai single-handedly wipes LG. Mexico initial damage only going to scrape Xiaohai a bit. The molly's going to go too far. Xiaohai's going to respond with a grenade. I don't think it's going to hit much. A stun is going to sit him down. Up they come. Summer trying to keep him at bay, but it's a good crossfire here between Crazy and Summer. Killikai trying to do what he can to find any more damage, but 4AM's hill is too favorable.
Really solid hold. Now Adam, solo player left alive for third eye, trying to peek on over, trying to find some extra points here. Smart play that when you're alone to try and make something happen. We'll see now ACEND those fall as Adam actually is going to be the one to find the last. We saw Mime find a double just before as we hop over to the fight between Soniqs and HOWL.
Oh, H-Win just gets sat down by Ruren. They were not expecting him to come in from this flank. Now they are aware. Shrimzy with a Groza trying to see if he can stop this Howl run. Mime now just going to be picked up and brought back. Tiggleton left on this rock to hold point.
Yeah, trying to run back for the safety. Not going to happen. Ruin finds the double once more. What one player did to Soniqs.
And now the Mollies come out to try to finish that knock. I think they're going to miss the mark, yeah. One short, one to the left. Stuns, oh, they got the angle. Suju gets a re-knock. Summer, though, good for one. Can he find any more? He is on his last legs. Xiaobei pushing around the corner. Yeah, Shouty D is going to get it. And 17 has done a nice job here to clear their side. Here comes this big fight between Na'Vi and Decider. Alia gets the opener with the grenade. Lil Ghost responds right away. Example, good for the headshot onto Lil Ghost, though. They're pushing on the back here, trying to see what they can do. They're all grouped up. 17 might just go down. And Na'Vi is going to wipe out the top team. Coming in up the hill, he might be able to finish the job, but there are stuns in hand here. 477, but Example catches him off guard, gets the kill. It's a proper 1v1. Pow Pow versus Example right now. Pow Pow going to be watching up at the hill. Going to see the head there is Example, but Pow Pow doesn't like it. He's going to back off.
Pow Pow doesn't have a helmet left either. He might just be running back down towards the corpses down below, see if he can find a helmet, swing back up. Issue is, if he runs off now, he loses all control of where Example is positioned.
Example has a lot of smokes to work with. One Molly, only one smoke here for Pow Pow. Other than that, things about even. The difference maker could be the barrel versus the M4. We'll see. Pow Pow now starting to swing out. He's going to see Example. If he can just get the spray under control, he's got the win. But no, Example spots him in return. Damage done to Pow Pow. Waited just a little bit too long there.
Trying to peek on over now. We'll see if Pow Pow can get his shot coming through again. Does find the helmet. This is huge for Pow Pow. He ran back down the hillside to get his level 2 helmet on. Level 3 key on Example as the reses, or as the heals come through once more. I like the idea of the flank around from Pow Pow, but damage hasn't come through fast enough for him to solidify the position.
This is a drawn-out fight, a tense one. Both of these players nervous, sweating, I'm sure, but a lot of damage done to Pow Pow, and I believe it is going to be Na'Vi's Example clutching the win.
Because there are ridges, but it's also quite open, as you saw for Luminosity. But still, yes, it is going to be a chase. Third Eye chasing Luminosity down. This is a fight for the bottom, but Third Eye is still going to try and take it.
The headshot comes through onto Snakers as well, able to continue forward. Though now Flood, no tire. 3 people in the car, 2 guns shooting at him. Somehow Flood has taken no damage in all of this. Tries to continue going, but not going to happen. Reggie able to find him. LG just cannot catch a break. And that goes back to what I wanted to say coming into that. It's insane. Can they come to his rescue now? He jumps out. Smokes do tend to kind of deny some audible cues. We'll see now if he gets seen. Spotted there by Mime. Damage done both ways. Issue is Norrens is still very much alone, so it's going to be in their favor.
And look at the Tiggleton pressure. Going to be trying to follow up from the initial damage that Mime did, but it's going to be him with the knock on the Norrens. Sonic spot that, and they're going to be capitalizing with the space. Norrens for sure is not going to get revived. Let's look at this fight between Third Eye and Gen.G. These rotations did come to a head here. Oldest Fox, only 2 remaining, but they've surely dealt their fair share of damage to Gen.G.
They ran side by side for a while. It looked decent, but then once team started shooting, and all of a sudden everything fell apart as the circle takes us towards South George once more. Oldest, Nate lopped on over, not finding anything as GG is now forced to push on forward, but nice damage coming through from Fox, helps out, and that is going to be Gen.G out.
Just north of the swamps, and GHIBLI are pushing forward. Atron has an opportunity to catch them off guard. That's a spray down to heaven, not able to get the knock, is able to follow up now. Follow-up grenade as well to confirm that kill. The rest of GHIBLI trying to respond.
Yeah, Atron has to figure to commit to the push on forward, to do a fallback. Issue is he doesn't commit fast enough, so he's going to be taking down Glass. Now sat down below trying to suppress. Mime is still far back, so they need to find these knocks quickly in order to maintain the upper hand in this fight.
Great Twin caught out in the open. He had the first initial strike, but likely to be finished off by Human there. Yes, he's able to find the angle. Shrimzy had the frag grenade. Gonna want to try and pull it onto Glass, the forward player for GHIBLI.
Yeah.
It's a 1-for-1 so far between these 2 teams, and so far no one is really there to immediately capitalize. But with that hard shift away from the water, someone could be wrapping in this direction, and Shrimzy, I think, is going to try and back away. Doesn't want to commit too heavily to this fight.
I think everything is going to slow down a bit, at least in that fight, for a little while. In the meantime, Luminosity, they're well aware that this position is only safe as long as no one's within nade range, and Himas is here. Fights the first one, kicks that down.
Following up with more utility, and there's of course shots from the high ground as well. Kickstart not flushed just yet. Molotov not going far enough. That one looks good. That one looks good for the confirm. Rello had to prone down, so he didn't get knocked, but it doesn't matter because Batulin had the angle. It is all on to Snakers to stabilize for Luminosity, and I don't know if he's going to be given the opportunity. While Mime is getting pushed, GHIBLI are still taking the fight to the Soniqs.
Yep, they called the split. They saw there was a solo player set up above. I love the fact that so many teams have gotten so incredibly good at this. We saw it executed earlier in the game. We saw it in the previous game as well. Teams, yes, you have a fight right in front of you, but if there's someone shooting from afar, seemingly helping out the other guys, you go for that guy. You send everyone in car, take the 3v1, then you can turn around, take his high ground position, and use that against the team.
Not come away from the angle, so perhaps Snakers can survive for now. But Third Eye defending against Na'Vi. Alia goes down to Oldlist. 5 kills for Third Eye so far this round, but they're going to need to continue to fight as they break in through the southeast edge.
Exactly, Na'Vi. This was the worst case scenario for them. They get forced off of the hilltop position. Now their other spot they were going to run back to has been suppressed as well. Uber still unnoticed, I believe, trying to wait for the team to come down and help out, but there ain't really anyone around to help.
Wizard Minds, great entries onto STK. Alo and Penta both down. Vegas trying to find a different angle, and Kurt is pushing forward as Penta does get confirmed, but Twisted Minds are not healthy. It's only Batulin left and Lou, as Spyro and Perfectix have both been knocked. Now Kurt has been knocked. It's all falling apart for STK. It's all on to Vegas. What can the solo gunner do? Has saved a lot of games, has salvaged a lot of points, but can he do it again?
Whether it's EMEA loop or Chinese loop, doesn't matter. The kills come through regardless. STK out as the double loose managed to deal with him.
Oh, and now Mel is knocked. Attempted respawn here, and Uba is distracted by Third Eye, so Na'Vi on this split hold is just getting picked apart bit by bit. And now 17 also pushing into hospital, but ACEND has the hold. Brex with a really nice initial knock onto Shao DD.
Really good knock from Brex, allowing for Killikai now, if he wanted to peek out from inside this container. So with this angle, should be able to hold most of the downstairs, but we'll see how on this pans on out. Xiaobei, Shushu downstairs trying to fend, meets their position, but I'm not sure if ACEND is opting to commit to this.
Uba got the knock on the Atom, but the call was immediately made, and Oldest was there for the backstab to trade back on that, and should be able to get the revive once again. And Third Eye staying as 3, at least for the rest of this round. GHIBLI and Danawa fighting each other out. And Tycon looking for the third party, but Glaz with the spray down, that's going to be it for Tianba Esports. 6 kills so far for GHIBLI. They are the most aggressive team in the lobby, and they are sticking with that playstyle. Closing the door onto 17. It is all up to Suju with the lineup in the hallway, but the peak gets the information. And Brex is there with the shot. ACEND all 4 up, not taking a single casualty, controlling the hospital.
Absolutely phenomenal for the German/Austrian team. Able to stay put, full control on that northwest side. Example now falls as well as Third Eye continues to rack up points. That is a perfect molly. Should be both down from Soniqs. At least Shrimsy falls Tickleton able to stay put for a while as Guman tries to wrap further forward. Should see him in just a second. And there you go. Both down. Apocalypse. Damage does come through return though.
What a great flank by Guman there. Making a move. Adam does go down. Smokes are dropped to keep Vox and Oldless alive.
What an absolutely clutch read from Grace. Just 180 spins it, instantly locks him in, and just like that, the threat from behind taken out in an instant.
Brex trying to line it up onto Linshu, not able to land any of those shots. Tianba get out of scot-free, and now they are 100% aware of ACEND's push from the high ground. Killiakai trying to make the forward ground, and Brex a great follow-up grenade. Couldn't do it with the gun, but he's going to be able to do it with the frag, and the vehicle goes up in flames too. That's going to be a confirm onto 77, and now 4 AM strikes from the opposite side.
Tianba had to commit down the hillside, and now there's simply too many angles for the opposition to hold on. Brexco does get taken down, a little greedy in that play around. Allows him to be visible to Daytrade, so he will fall 4AM in trouble now, as well as they have 1 player knocked down from inside the compound. 4AM, they need a good knock. They need maybe even 2 in order to be able to utilize this position at all. They don't have the smokes left. They used those earlier, trying to contain against both ACEND and Tianba. The vehicles are going to be all the cover they have. I'm loving the aggression from Cerberus. Once again, they were on the hill earlier, taking the fight to Luminosity. Now they flex out once more, and it's Himas doing it again.
Shalu wants to end this fight, but it is going to be Mika with the save there. Almost got taken out on the rock side, but the spray is just better for ACEND. But, that's a bit too aggressive for Killiakai. And Daytrade, Cerberus, they are just in the kill feed, third partying this fight on the north. It's all down to Mika. 20 HP, trying to heal it behind a rock. Himas trying to find the angle.
We'll see now, Car. I'm thinking
There
that
it
Car
is.
goes straight to the dip.
There's the Carsen. Got to get the position in that dip. That'll be the anchor. That'll be the winning play for Belmonth, and he's able to get there, not punished. Oh, the spray comes out on a half HP, but immediately prones down, so Belmonth is alive. That is step number one.
Yep.
How do they get the rest of Daytrade to that position without getting torn apart?
Now comes the smoke. Well, Himas, I think he's going to be the dedicated protector from up above. Nice headshot comes through, but one connected on him as well. Smokes are being deployed. It's going to be practically impossible to see anything in just a short moment. Ooh, Pushos needs to avoid. Managed to get around, doesn't take blue either.
And look at Hisaki, not only was he in range with the Molotov, he is now on the road proned down. Tycon takes a bit of damage, forced to back away, but do they know of Hisaki's position? Himas with a great angle to spray down, if only he can see through the side of that smoke. Frags are coming out across the way.
They're so low on ammunition as well. Hisaki now spots Belmonth over the top. Huge play coming through from the flank player. The up-close threat. Flash, locked over. He needs to get him now.
He's now there to finish. Sees him out in the open, first spray goes up, that's him, that's one, it's all into Puchos. 1 versus 4, Hisaki has his name, he's able to get one knock, but the trade is immediately there. 9 kills for Cerberus. It was a slow finish, but they were able to secure it. Belmonth stalled, forced out into the open. Lou recognized a grenade was a big threat, so he's gonna back away, but then there's the covering fire from Puchos as well. More mollies come out. Don't want to waste a frag grenade just yet, and that one's going to land where the first frag did miss. So Belmonth does go down to a molly from Lou. And I don't know if Daytrade really going to want to put effort to revive him. But of course, I said that last round, but it doesn't matter because
it is.
The compound's in the hard cover, but it could just be a little bit of an opening here while Vegas does go down to the grenades from 17. Ooh. And what a great follow-up from Xiaobei. STK is unable to post up any defense. The smokes are out, but smokes do not block frags.
We've said it time and time again, these dips are amazing for cover, but they are also funnels for nades. Now see Xiaobei spraying on through, trying to make some more space for himself, but they will catch the last STK player in the end. Luminosity falls first, STK instantly there to follow.
And now 4 AM pushing on to GHIBLI. Glass is down, Toasty on the low ground, but he's going to have to do some work to get up. It's all going to be on Heaven here on the high ground, peeking out the window. Summer and Crazy already making it close.
Nice push on forward. Shanghai is down on the southern side as well, trying to play some sort of flank, trying to isolate GHIBLI, not allow them to get back up to the subside plateau.
Xiaolu is there. Unable to spot the revive just yet, but he's pushing on forward. Who knows, only a matter of time. And now Heaven just needs to stay alive. Smoke at the ready.
The circle has shifted in their direction as well, so they don't have to aggress too heavily on this fight. But of course, if you're 4M, you want to get this one over with as fast as possible.
Yeah, because you don't know when someone else is going to go for the third party. But look at the great flank by Shanghai there at the bridge. Glass and Toasty, both revived, both in the hard cover. But this just means that 4M is able to limit the angles. But look at Oldless. Of course Oldless is here. Oldless gets a knock onto Summer, and then Heaven's going to try and pounce.
This is such a difficult position to fight from now. The push comes up and over. Crazy runs into Heaven. But of course, Heaven continuing to do what he's been doing all day. And that is 5 kills even when the odds are against him.
That is it.
Wow.
4AM are out. Oldless started the fight and GHIBLI finished it. And now they can just stay safe in the buildings, in the compound. Soniqs now up against HOWL. Tickleton is getting revived. Mime holding point. And then Twisted Minds, eyes on 17. 17 took this dip from SDK, and Twisted Minds are just going to try and copy their maneuver.
Exactly. Get those utility in. Perfect's already finding the double. That should be the confirmed. They're all sat down below. If they want to make this play on through, that has to come in now.
Smokes are still out once again. Logo's just going to go ahead for the revive as HOWL is eliminated in 12th place. 11 teams still remain. But who knows how much more survivability we're going to be able to see here. Good grenades. Ooh. Logos is now taken down. It's actually going to be shots from Duckmai. Only 3 kills for Twisted Minds, and they're going to just have to overflow into this dip. But Soniqs is right behind them. But luckily for Twisted Minds, they spot the backfill.
I'm loving this flank out from Cerberus. Again, even when they have a compound for cover, they're aggressive in their playstyle. They had the compound, they make the flank on out, they find the last remaining player in Xiaowood from 17, and now they can fall back once more.
Soniqs eliminated. 17 eliminated. Twisted Minds have a little bit of space to push on forward, but Cerberus is there, lying in wait, just ready for Twisted Minds to peek over that ridge. And Moss pushing up close, but spotted by Lou. That is a great first knock to get. So, suddenly, Cerberus' flank removed from the equation. It's all into Tycon and Duckmai. Duckmai prone down the side of the ridge.
Such a difficult angle to have to peek on over. Lou doesn't have a vest here either. Duckmai, sneakingly trying to wrap his way around. Spots him, finds him. Instantly Lou falls down. Spirit has to try and suppress, but can't do it in time for Lou to get saved.
A little bit of damage. Duckmai forced to fall away because there's also a Nonix with the angle. And now the knock onto Duckmai. It's on to Tycon. He's able to get another knock on to Twisted Minds, but that is it. And Onyx is able to close things up. Twisted Minds survive. And Third Eye also alive, but Tianba's pushing onto their position. Fox take it down low. Papa with the peek on the top side is going to knock Rich.
That is an uphill battle if I've seen one, and I'm not sure how Third Eye plans to come out victorious from it. Adam down to low HP, Heaven from down below catches him. That's Third Eye out, but
Already here in the compound, in this little bit of a crater. Longster with the eyes, not able to land the shot. That gives Mel the opportunity to respond. Example there with the follow-up.
nice angle from Example. Melman knew exactly where he had him. Info is fed across. Example finds the early kill confirmed. That third-party ambush coming from the other side, but I don't think they're aware that they have two teams that close. Pow Pow finds the first.
Really good grab, but an immediate response once again from Example.
What?
The Terminator has been activated. Gonna go for a second spray on a 7-7. Not able to find it, but perhaps an opportunity for the revive, and Heaven is here lying in wait. He knows that there has been damage done, and he wants to close this. The grenades are coming in. Toasty with the final shots, and Tianba are eliminated. 5 teams remain. Even Danawa dead center
Danawa lost
have
one early.
3,
That's
and now
true.
Twisted Minds on the push across the field on the Foxy. The grenades coming out, the shots from Perfectix. But where is DG98? If the shots through, he finally gets a knock onto Perfectix, but his position is now known. Spyro evens it up, 1 versus 1.
Dead. No, goes short. Got stopped by the tire. That is huge for Spyro. Thought he was going to go down guaranteed. Heaven finds one on the other side of the circle as GHIBLI and Na'Vi takes the fight on head as well.
More grenades come out. That one looked a little bit better, but now eyes on Mel to keep the dream alive for Na'Vi. There are so many members of GHIBLI here. He needs to land the shot, spots Tosi. And now Heaven is there on the push.
So
it looks like Mel might be expecting this.
Yeah, so hard to get a good angle. Heaven peeks on over with 7 ammo. Mel saying nah, not allowed. Goes down to 70 or 47 HP though. In the end will fall. There should be no rest coming through. Not gonna happen. Might be able to run him in. We'll see.
Oh, now Loki gets taken out by DG98, still raining terror from the top side. As Spyro, last one alive for Twisted Minds. Those 2 solos have just been, I mean, it's what is a peace treaty for now?
If we want to win this game, we need to do this fast. We need to do this before Danawa can do anything about it. Tosi is wrapped on now as well. They want to deal with the solos on the top side before anything comes through, but DG, perfect angle onto Heaven.
Holding the trigger, waiting for the perfect opportunity. He's going to fire. He's going to try and maybe confirm for the kill. Molotov does come out, perhaps try and get that, but the blue coming on in. That ruins the plans, the plans. And now there's time for Heaven to perhaps get revived if they can just get rid of Spyro. And Salute there on the off angle, and Onyx playing center, and Onyx with the eyes on Spyro. 2 versus 2. It's going to be cut out of the blue at some point. It's all about landing the shots, and Onyx here needs to play his life. Spots Tosi, and Glaz and Tosi on the run towards the south. It's on to Salute right now with the lineup. He's taking a lot of damage, but not knocked. Falling away. Glaz with the, oh my god, it's all going back and forth. 1 versus 1 right now.
And Onyx is down to 1 HP as well. I believe it's actually 1 HP for Onyx, the second player to get to that glass, trying to crawl for info. And Onyx wants to go for the heal, gets it through as well.
Tosi, eyes on that trailer, eyes on that tractor. The heal comes in, and Onyx is back up to almost full. And a 1 versus 1. This still favors Onyx.
Take down
Tosi
the
needs to
info.
move, and Onyx with the lineup, with the eyes, trying to go for the spray. The peek, constantly peeking in and out. And it's going to be Danawa. The war of attrition favors them.